Hey, Shalom, Yeshua. I want to start off souls by giving no praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. It's a quick one. I saw this today. It says YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, whatever, Wojcicki probably, says anything that goes against the WHO, World Health Organization, is a violation of YouTube policies. All content that isn't medically substantiated, such as advising people to take vitamin C, will be removed by the platform. Right, and this was posted by Tariq Nasheed. It says this is called censorship, folks. Hashtag SMH shake my head. Right, and I'll play a bit. Hopefully it
Moving
doesn't get
information.
flagged,
That talk about that is raising authoritative information. But then we also talk about removing information that is problematic. Of course, anything that is medically unsubstantiated. So people saying like, take vitamin C.
Which, a vitamin C is good for you, man. Right? And I mean, what's wrong with taking vitamin C? I remember, was it like not last winter, but the winter before it, I was, do this, but I was every day making sure I take my my vitamin C tablets. I didn't even get sick once, right? And then last winter, I wasn't as diligent, and then what did you see? I got sick, right? Because these guys, they don't want you to believe that the herbs are any good for you. The reason why majority of these people are sick is because they don't know how to eat, man, right?
Take turmeric. Like those all will cure you. Those are the
I can't think off the top of my head, but I know turmeric. I believe it's good for inflammation. I believe, but believe it is, but you can Google that, you can confirm that yourself. But yeah, but that also has benefits, right?
Examples of things that would be a violation of our policy. Anything that would go against World Health Organization recommendations would be a violation of our policy. And so remove is another really important part of our policy. Talk about that.
Right, and then, I'll just read through the comments real quick. Right, and you just basically showing, people are a little bit, they're observing kind of what's going on. A load of people are asleep, but you got a segment of society which is basically like, well, this guy says slick. These guys are just slick devils. This is how you go and determine what misinformation, right? And that's it. Esau's now basically getting to a stage where he's saying this is truth and this isn't truth, right? And if they don't disagree with this bit of truth, right, then they'll take it off, right? It says when nobody knows what the hell they're talking about in the first place, is they slick, they've simply pimped COVID to set a new precedent of information control, right? And that's it. It's because when you really look at it, this thing it's a non-issue, man, right? You look at different graphs, different numbers, whatever. This thing is it's a nothing burger, right? But the point he made there is they've simply pimped out. So the apostle's saying, look, man, as the apostle's quoted, what's that saying? I never let a good crisis go to waste. So they basically, because just at first when this was breaking out, I remember speaking to brothers, I was like, I don't know, this looks like one of them small time things, right? Isn't what you call the actual virus? It's like, right, this virus is nothing, right? But of course, these men are the devil, right? And they've taken what is nothing and then pimped it out. So I'm like, hey, good, because what's at the end of that? Lord will our salvation, right? Someone else said something as well. Right, so she's gonna go along with an organization that has been shown to be don't know. Right, for instance, and this is another thing that people are pointing out. I was trying to find the other one, but this is from the World Health Organization. It's preliminary investigations conducted by the Chinese authorities have found no clear evidence of human-to-human transmission. Right. Yeah, and this guy's basically saying you're just blinded. Right. But yeah, it's why am I bringing this out? Because at the end of the day, there's one there's one thing that this all leads to, right? It says Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh," right? Because that's ultimately what, if they're gonna say, look, we're gonna say what's true when it comes to medical, right? Then they go, what stops them saying they're gonna say what's true in terms of what do you call it? Quote, religion, or anything else, right? So we know exactly where we're heading into, because you have people that support this. You have people that are a bit nervous about it, but then we'll be like, yeah, but it's for the best because people are dying, right? Which since when has this man ever cared about people dying? You go on that website worldometers, so worldometers.info, right? You see just how many people are dying, every day, from HIV, from a lack of clean, water related diseases, right? From smoking, from drinking in excess, right? So this man's never cared about people dying or not, right? So yeah, it says, "Behold, days come, saith the Lord, power, thou send a famine in the land." And hey, the thing is, it says not a famine of bread, but that's also coming too as well, right? It says not a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And I'll get this as well. This is 211, 10, where is it? Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 10:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right, so we're not ignorant of of what's of what Esau's doing, man, right? Because from the moment you start seeing him locking down cities, right, locking down cities when actually this isn't really that big a deal, right? You know that there is something going on, right? You know that, well, this is we going up to where something's about to happen right now. This man is plotting, right? Because a load of people have lost their jobs, right? These stimulus packages, which, are unprecedented to say the least. All right. So, when those kinds of things start happening, I was like, yo, shit, this man's going all out. Because why? He knoweth he hath but a short time. Right, which is why all of a sudden, at the beginning of this, if you remember, Jake were online basically saying, oh, Jake can't, they were saying black people, saying, oh, black people can't get the corona. Right, and look how they spun the narrative. They spun the narrative to basically say that Jake, right, and it was basically all of the tribes, right? The video posted to Har posted not too long ago, right, was basically saying how now it's Jake that are the main people getting it, right? So we need to, make sure that we get all of them tested, and obviously when they have that quote vaccine, the vaccine this, vaccine that, them first or whatever, what have you, right? But hey, we're coming close to the end, and no matter whether he uses nothing but good, let's get out of here, man. Right, this place is wicked, right? It's polluted, and we want to leave, right? It says Micah 2:10, right? It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." Right, so this ain't our rest. Which is why we catch hell in this place, right? This is because it is polluted. Right, and hey, the food is polluted, the people are polluted, right? The spirit of this whole place is polluted, man. Right, it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction, right? Because when Jake are around these heathens, what do? They take after their ways, right? Which is why Jake, and you see a Mo. It's a Jake Mo, man. There'll be the fruitiest Mo, right? This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. Right? So this whole place has a perverse spirit. You say something about a Mo or tranny or whatever, what have you, everyone wants to look at you like you're evil, right? Says, then they have caused and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right, so it's a wicked kingdom, And you know, we're happy to get out of here. So hey, as always, Lord's will, that was edifying. Till the next time, shalom.